Aonde tem que acolher agora? Os dois ex-fuzileiros mortos a tiros no teatro, sem atendimento, a não ser da imprensa. Ixi, a gente foi destituído pro departamento de incêndios. Complicado. Vamos jogar mais um casinho pra finalizar. Para finalizar. Pô, departamento de incêndio é foda, né?
Okay, everyone, keep it down. Cole Phelps joins the arson squad today. How'd you like pork in that German whore, Phelps?
Sofrendo
Phelps is
bullying
up
no
before a
trabalho.
review board in December. Until then, he works the arson desk. End of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. But if you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, sir.
Cap, we don't want a fucking rat like Phelps. Can it, Tilden? Phelps, I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, Cap.
You do now, Biggs. Social basket cases like you two should get along just fine. Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long, then. Start with these two. House fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of
Certo, algum
town when it
incêndio para
happened.
pegar
Then go
seguro.
to 4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer. Fire brigade will be on location.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
That's for you to find out, detective. Now get out of here. Both of you. Get out!
The mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head. Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
I gotta have it.
I need a drink.
I got the jitters again.
We got a stakeout down on 2nd later tonight. He ran the light on Olympic, and we finally collared him on Temple.
Besourinho verde aqui.
How long have you been working arson?
We gonna do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so. Feeling down, hotshot? Need a buddy? Or look somewhere else?
So this is how it's going to be, partner?
I already told you, I don't do partners. I seen you on your first day, hero. Walking into the station, chest puffed out like a little kid.
Vamos lá na casa incendiada. Acho tão bonito esse carro de bombeiros, dos bombeiros.
There isn't much left.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in your face. They would have moved out the things they care about if
Pode
this was
ser.
insurance. There's no mileage in
A não
this.
ser que ela é uma
Hello,
boa
Mike.
atora.
Hey, Hirsch.
Atriz.
Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay, Brannigan.
Ixi.
His name may be dog shit, but there's none on his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire
Tá mal
started
falado
late
pra
last
caramba
night.
na
Steffen's
delegacia.
family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition. Looks like the only thing they ever won in their lives. They come home with us.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
They don't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is not a
Ah,
pile of
nem
rubble
tinha
Where are they
seguro.
sleeping?
in the car.
Então foi um
Look at
incêndio
the whole block
criminoso
that burned
mesmo.
down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man in the house, in the ruins. Teary lady is his wife.
We'll take a look around. Come on, Phelps.
Vamos ver primeiro as coisas, né?
Cops from the newspaper.
Acho que a gente vai dar uma olhada por fora primeiro,
Son of a bitch looks a lot like a cop.
pra ver se encontra alguma coisa. O que ele tá olhando aqui? Mato?
That son of a bitch looks a lot
Registro
like
de
the cop
serviço
who
de
pointed
quem
a gun at
fez a data.
Recently serviced. Could be something to go on.
Foi trocado recentemente. Vamos olhar aqui dentro. Olha como é que ficou a panela. Nossa, tudo destruído, velho. Um
This
livro.
doesn't pertain to the case.
Candelabro.
I don't think so.
Isn't that the cop who caught the guy who continued to death?
Um sapato.
This isn't.
Carcomido.
That son of a bitch looks a lot like the cop who pointed a gun at me.
É, ele tá vendo as mesmas coisas que eu. Vamos olhar aqui desse outro lado da rua. Da rua não, da casa. Pra ver se a gente acha alguma coisa. É difícil achar alguma coisa. Porra, queimou tudo mesmo, né, velho? Não tem muito o que ver, né?
Mr. Stevens? Cole Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time, but could we have a word?
Don Steffens.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time.
Ganhar um prêmio
They
do
won't do
nada.
this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
Aí nesse momento que eles saíram, aproveitaram para atacar fogo, né? Agência de viagens Gulliver.
It's a formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent. Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Steffens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Não tenho que
Did
mentir
you
aqui,
enter
né?
any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. This lady just sprung up and told us we
Ela
won.
preencheu um folheto e uma mulher disse
It's the
que
first time I ever won anything.
do nada ela ganhou.
The redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
Everyone else is selling, but you're the holdout, aren't you?
I was the last. I thought I could hold out for a better price. My house is the center lot.
So now you have to take the price regardless.
Looks like it. I've got no choice. I have to put a roof over my family.
That's all we need for the moment, Mr. Steffens.
All right.
Ah, tá. Então eles estão construindo novos lotes ali naquele lugar.
Once with him.
E eles foram o
You see the
único.
I guess he's thinking about his own
E eles
family.
foram os únicos que não venderam a
I'd say he's
casa
searching for
deles
some kind
pra
of code
destruir,
right now.
pra a empresa construir. Vamos ver o fundo Vamos ver esse endereço, né? Pra gente ir lá investigar. Mas então, pelo que eu entendi, essa empresa tá comprando as casas ao redor para construir alguns lotes para funcionários. E o cara foi o único ali morador que não quis vender a casa para essa empresa construir.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need information on the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Yes, Detective. Just checking. The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Huh. Do you have an address for them?
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thanks, ma'am.
Mariposa. Vamos lá então, né? Vamos nessa casa, nessa
Have
outra
there been any
casa
other house
incendiada.
fires?
This is arson. We get an average of 2 a night. Does that answer your question?
Vamos nessa outra casa.
Any Century unit, 211 in progress, 522 South Hill Street, unit to handle code 3 identified.
São lotes grandes, né? Vamos ver essa outra casa, então.
Hi, Albert. We've caught this case.
Hey, Biggs. We? You have a partner? What gives?
This is Cole Phelps. You may have read about him.
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of arson.
Submundo dos incêndios.
Family of 4 found dead in their beds. Heater explosion.
Another one?
Olha,
Looks that
morreram
way.
tudo quando dormiam.
Insta-heat Model 70. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters a month go back. Take a look around the yard and see what you can find.
No jardim? Vou olhar no jardim, então, né?
Val. You gonna
Nossa,
stick it out,
gente,
Cole?
olha ali a
I'm gonna try,
criança.
Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and 2 kids. All in bed from the looks of it. Oh, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death.
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with a faulty water heater.
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete, Mal, before the department gets wind of it. I'm in arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good
Tomo.
case man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mal. I'd say that's firm but fair.
Sinto pena da sua esposa e suas filhas longe de você. Gente, tadinhos. Tá, ele falou pra gente ver o... Aqui, né?
Hey, Biggs! Is this significant?
Válvula.
Regulator valve. Good find.
Detectives? This is the next door neighbor.
Detective Phelps. Can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip
Olha,
somewhere.
outra família que ganhou uma
But little
viagem.
Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Phelps, guy across the street. I've seen him before. He likes fire. Hurry, you can still catch up.
Ele gosta de incêndio, ele é um incendiário.
Stop! LAPD! We got an idea on the firebug. Stop right there!
Cara, é um incendiário. Ou não, só gosto. Às vezes só gosto
What's
de
your
ver
name?
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires.
Some.
Watching them or setting them?
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
You're a naughty boy, aren't you, Herbert?
I keep myself to myself.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio.
É ruim, hein? Eu vi
Sounded
eles.
sweet.
Eu vi no
When
rádio.
you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about this.
Will do, Lynch. Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
You got it, detective.
Why have you got such a hard-on for this case? If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
They're house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater
No, so.
fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up.
Claro que
Feel
não.
better.
There's something to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna make this case. I'm gonna rub the department's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it?
Vamos nessa agência de viagem. Pra ver esses bilhetes aí. Os concursos. Para as duas famílias que ganharam, supostamente ganharam esse concurso, essa viagem, as duas casas foram incendiadas. Não é só mera coincidência, né? Aquela família foi para essa viagem que era real, mas foram e a casa foi incendiada. A outra família desmarcou porque a criança ficou doente e eles tacaram fogo na casa com as crianças, com todo mundo dentro, todo mundo morreu. Não é uma coincidência.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. John Cunningham. Can I help you, gentlemen? We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company.
Yes, I remember them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate.
Do you mind if I take a look at that? The Sawyer family, Rosewood Avenue. Here they are, Steffens. Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotion's mailing list covers half of LA.
So they are not a government agency?
I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions.
I'm told the tickets were a prize.
Yes, they were.
You do a lot of these prizes.
Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
Acho que tô na dúvida.
While the Sawyer family were supposed to be at Catalina Island, their house burnt down. You consider them lucky?
Christ. I'm sorry to hear that.
Can you tell me who offered the prize won by the Sawyer family?
Sure. Look, there's supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who has won.
É daquela empresa que tá construindo as casas mesmo.
No problem.
Eles que
Wish
estão
I could do something for that family.
You could put round
trás
the
disso
hat.
tudo.
A few bucks would really help them now.
I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you?
Good man, Cunningham. You're all right.
Yeah, I'm great. Poorer, but great.
Vamos nesse fundo do desenvolvimento.
Let me guess. You want to check out the Suburban address?
Great partners must think alike.
KTPL to any central unit. Ambulance shooting. Any central unit. Identify.
Just keep going. Keep going through the turn. Up ahead, take a right.
Confirmar, meu querido. Foi mal.
Right up ahead.
This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help. Elysian are investors in the suburban redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind.
Vamos lá então ver as teorias do cara.
This is ACB, American Century Broadcasting. We go
Corpo
to
de
Washington
Bombeiros.
now with national news from American Century Broadcasting.
Calling the House Un-American Activities Committee to order, Chairman J. Parnell Thomas of New Jersey opens an inquiry into possible communist penetration of the Hollywood film industry. The committee is seeking to determine if Red Party members have reached the screen with subversive propaganda. Mr. Thomas takes an impartial stand in his opening talk.
I want to emphasize the outset of these hearings. Next, the Committee on Un-American Activities
Esse carro é muito ruim pra pilotar, velho.
Any available unit, meet the officer. 211 just occurred. At 253 Main Street, unit to handle code 2 identified.
Nor should our investigation be interpreted as an attack on the majority of persons associated with this great industry. I have every confidence that the vast majority of these workers are patriotic and loyal Americans.
A long list of prominent motion picture witnesses appear before the committee. Speaking for the film, Eric Johnston, president of the Motion Picture Association, talks frankly concerning the attitude of the producers.
We're accused of having communists.
We came as soon as we could.
Lynch.
Biggs, you two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
This the heater from the Sawyer fire, Al?
Yes, it is.
Revisar uma vez por ano.
Huh. Looks like it was recently serviced.
Pela mesma pessoa.
I
3
have a
anos
theory,
seguidos.
and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
Oxe, deixa ele.
The gas bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's
É.
gonna ignite.
Esse aqui vai encher de gás. Não.
Good, your regulator's in position.
Esse aqui. Shabauser. Aí o gás vai pelo cano, passa pela chama.
Come on, Phelps. You need to get the arrangement right before we can reproduce the results.
Vamos posicionar aonde não foi posicionado ainda, né?
Try again, Boy Scout.
Não, deixa ali. Vai estourar o balão.
Try again, Boy Scout.
Não, deixa a válvula ali. Não, assim eu tinha montado daquela primeira vez, né? Viajei agora.
Try again, Boy Scout.
Oxi. Coloca lá, homem de Deus. Não lembro se eu já tinha feito essa combinação.
Try again, Boy Scout.
Oxi. É que quando o balão explodir, o gás vai atear fogo ali. Vamos tentar dessa forma. Não, essa aí fica aí, né, meu caro?
Okay, I'll light your pilot. Turn the gas on.
You pull the lever on the left to turn on the gas.
Vou comprar?
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
Well, you don't see that every day.
Show? The next fire. We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
You know this Chapman character?
Guy's a freak. Loves fires. He's the kind of guy that would fight for a lot of things. We don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him with.
Lá na fábrica, então.
Oh, for God's sakes! Come on!
O cara também se atravessa.
No turn here, Cole. Next corner, go left.
Isn't that the cop?
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
I was married by a judge. Should have asked for a jury. Read about the Tarleton case in the paper? That's the cop who solved it. Poor kids. Losing everything.
New and
Modelo
improved
melhorado.
model. They'll be selling these like hotcakes.
Let me guess.
See him?
You're lost in my
I
eyes.
saw his picture in the paper. He worked that case with the lady that got cut up, like the Dahlia.
Cadê o chefe?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
Isso explica muita coisa, o vasgazando. O vasgazando. Nossa, o gás vazando.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
Acabou de falar.
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this
É
heater?
perfeito o
We've
aquecedor.
changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand.
Desde
None
a
of us could
década de
keep up with the
70 o
amount of
mesmo
housing going
modelo.
up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
São nada. Nem
think
sabe
you're lying,
quem que tá trabalhando instalando as
Some
coisas
of
de
your men
gás.
aren't fully licensed. You're desperate to cover your sales.
And how are you going to prove that, detective? Name me one of my guys who would have overlooked a fault like this.
Aqui, ó.
What about Reginald Barley?
You know about Varley. He's on the run for a divorce interstate. It's not so bad.
You in the habit of hiring criminals, Rasick?
I need guys, detective. This boom is
Criminosos.
a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you. There, around a dozen of them. Housing business is going crazy at the moment.
Only movie stars have things like that.
Ryan.
This is a long shot. We are not going to rouse that whole list.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
Calling you stupid would be an insult to stupid people.
Operator, give me R&I.
Vamos ver se esses caras têm algum antecedente criminal ou até mesmo são
Cole
incendiários,
Phelps,
né?
badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective, run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Cutner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter, previous conviction for arson and malicious damage.
Olha, queimou uma casa, o cara. 4 anos de prisão. E foi contratado pela fábrica de... Ó, o outro, tentativa de assassinato.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police
Outro
Department.
procurado por assassinato.
You've been a big help, young
Pode
lady.
ser que não seja o cara que incendiou a casa, pode ser os outros dois também, né?
Your employment roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Rasick. Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
Ah. Me mostra aí.
Here. Happy now?
Stick around, Mr. Rasick.
Lei e autoridade. Um ensaio anarquista por Pierre Kropotkin. 5 centavos. Sociedade Anarquista de Los Angeles.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Oxi. Vamos abrir pra ver. Ah, daí é um... É o livro de fato, né? Ó, é ele que distribui os panfletos. Lei e autoridade. Também 5 centavos. Sociedade Anarquista Glosa Anarquista.
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine.
Don't think this is any use to us.
Não, entrei no mesmo armário. Pera lá. Reginald. Olha! O coisa de mosquito. O repelente.
The company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive.
Hope that helps, officer.
Acho que aqui a gente já acabou, né?
Why is the word abbreviation so long?
Gente, o outro tinha negócio de matar mosquito, mas também não quer dizer nada, né? Pode ser que ele tenha basicamente o bagulho pra matar mosquito na casa dele, enfim, alguma coisa assim, né? E vão tacar fogo em outra casa. Vai tacar fogo na outra casa.
Oh, just you wait.
Enquanto isso, o cara tá instalando os bagulho tudo fraudado pra explodir.
Left up ahead. Biggs, LAPD. We want some answers, and we want them quick.
Okay, okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
Conhecimento de Barley.
You know Reginald Barley?
No? Can't say I do.
Detroit PD is after Reginald Barley for murder. You want us to run you in for aiding and abetting Clemens?
Whoa, 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 whoa. All I know about Varley is he gets kickbacks from some developer. Does their work first. Spreads it around if he can.
You're licensed and work for InstaHeat?
I contract for them. So what?
InstaHeat hires arsonists, does it?
I've worked as a fitter all my life. Put everything I had into that house. And my fucking mud shark of a wife gets awarded it in settlement. She's blowing spics 2 at a time while I'm at work. And she gets the house. Yeah, I burnt it all right. Set fire to that fucker and watched it burn to the ground. I did my time and I'd do it again.
Incendiário.
Sorry about the rouse, Clemens. You did the right thing.
Ah, tá. Tá, vamos lá pro outro.
Farley's on the run. He might be packing heat. If he's wanted for murder, I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
In 1917. No, I never fired my weapon in the line of duty.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope your piece is still serviceable,
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel. LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
Eita!
Come on, Varley. You can't keep running forever.
Sempre um cara corre.
Run all the way from Michigan, Reginald?
Vai preso.
Why did you run from us, Varley?
I'm gonna take a wild guess that you're the same Reginald Varley the Detroit police have an outstanding warrant on. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you.
Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, you're a guest of the city.
Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer.
Mas tem outro ainda, né?
Check local publications for times of your favorite programming, including the Los Angeles.
Tem esse outro.
Are you Matthew Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, Arson Squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
Let's just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
Vai nada, vai
Hold it,
fugir.
Ryan. I said, son of a bitch.
Mais uma perseguição.
Those are GI's backyards with crashing.
Their damage is only cosmetic.
He's a
Calma,
one-man
não
wrecking
atira, porra.
Move it! I'll take out the van.
Lay into his wheel well. Come on.
Vai,
Kill those
acerta.
men.
They'll get out of the way.
Only if they hear him coming.
Close in, Phelps. We need to take Ryan down before he hurts
Calma.
somebody.
Step on it, huh? Get me just a little closer. Smash the son of a bitch's rear wheel.
Vai, atira na roda.
Don't leave me hanging out here, Phelps. Move in.
He's got an arson-related assault charge and he's running.
Running don't mean nothing. We gotta get this guy in a room before we can get an angle on him.
This man has got to be stopped.
Show me your hands.
Vai ser preso também.
I was scared.
You got a reason to be scared, Ryan?
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
Insta-heat, Phelps. It was their boiler caused the fire.
O que tem ali?
KTPL to any central unit. Meet the officer. A hit-run felony at 6th and Alvarado. Any unit able to handle. Code 2 identified.
Tem alguma coisa na fábrica que a gente deixou passar.
with us. We chickens trying to sleep, and you butt in and hobble, 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 hobble. It's a sin. Tomorrow is a busy day. We got things to do, we got eggs to lay, we got ground to dig and worms to scratch. It takes a lot of sense getting chicks to hatch. Oh, there ain't nobody here but us chickens. There ain't nobody here at all. So quiet yourself and stop that fuss. There ain't nobody here but us. Kindly point that gun the other way. Hobble, 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 hobble.
Caramba. O que a gente deixou passar, velho?
I gotta swing by the shop, make sure the orders are coming off the line. So if we're done.
Tem alguma coisa aqui. O cansado já sentou. Não, mas os armários... Ah, tá. Tinha como abrir essa
Marley has
caixa.
a problem with bugs.
Por isso. Que deu como não concluído. Porque tinha...
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to
Não,
burn down,
tinha
Racing?
que abrir a caixa.
I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice. Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
Agora acho que foi. Vamos lá no local de trabalho do cara. Pra tentar ver se a gente consegue arrancar mais alguma coisa dele.
Let's turn, shall we, during this brief intermission to it.
Tá, entrei, meu parceiro.
Next left.
E ó, ele correndo.
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
No, don't know the name.
You and Ryan are fifth columnists.
And how do you figure that, wise guy? What proof do you have? Been following me to meetings?
Panfletos, né?
I am not now, nor have I ever been, a member of the Communist Party. Nice try, copper.
All right, Clemens. You're off the hook for the moment.
Can I get back to work now?
Let's get out of here, Phelps. He ain't our guy. We have 3 suspects. As much as I'd like it to be Chapman, I think it's one of the other 2 guys. Let's get to the station and close this case.
Não, a gente vai na delegacia de polícia interrogar esses caras.
This is KTI Radio. And now, news from Washington.
Polish girls arrive at Montreal, Canada in a post-war labor experiment by a Canadian industrialist.
You don't need to turn here.
Who will work in a rayon mill at Saint-Georges-de-Beauce, where they will receive the Dominion's minimum wage of $12 a week. The displaced girls, brought from Frankfurt, will be taught the rayon spinning process and are under contract for 2 years, during which time they'll be lodged in a convent school. Here they will pay $6.50 of their wages for board and lodging.
I have 2 suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
É que os caras tão... Os caras tão de bode com ele, né? Porque... cometeu adultério ali.
I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop him with 1 round.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again. I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
The thing was, he was a real nice guy. I felt lousy collaring him.
Hey, you think those Vice boys get any on the side?
Save yourself some time and get this thing off your chest.
If that's your opening gambit, you better try again.
Metal.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
Mentira, porque seu
If you
chefe
know
falou
enough
que
to do
você
your
sabe.
job, you know enough to do that repair. You're lying, Ryan.
And how do you think you can prove that?
Your boss at InstaHeat said that you've all been trained to do it. It's a common repair. Are you calling him a liar?
Okay, so I know how it's done. But what would be the point? You just end up with a gas leak and then a small fire when you turn the pilot back on.
And if you didn't reset the pilot and the gas spread, what was the cause of the fire in your own home, Ryan?
I won't tell you.
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
Duvido.
I think Suburban is a front for your anarchist buddies. They're arranging for people to be out of town while you burn their houses down.
Suburban? What's that got to do with me? That's Farley's bilk. He's the one with the cozy agreement with those fascists.
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Sabe sim, porque tem panfleto
This is
na...
industrial sabotage, Ryan. It's all part of
Seu
your
armário.
campaign.
You're delusional, detective. What campaign?
Your locker is full of pamphlets. Clemens told us how you were always foisting them on people.
Sure. I spread the pamphlets.
Ele distribuiu os panfletos, tinha
The guy has
caixa,
to
tudo
do
no armário
something.
dele.
InstaHeat heaters break down every day. They're still peddling the same lousy design that they lifted from Hephaestus.
InstaHeat bought out Hephaestus?
Them, Vulcan, Pyro, and a bunch of other companies.
And you still work for them?
A guy has to work.
And the directors of the company. How do you feel about them these days?
You work it out.
You have a history of violence.
I have no such thing.
Tem sim que a gente
You were charged with
caçou a
attempted
ficha
murder,
dele.
Ryan.
Tem
It was
tentativa
a
de
court
homicídio.
case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do?
Which company?
Hephaestus Water Heater Company.
That's it for the moment, Ryan.
So I can go?
Sure. As soon as your red friends storm the building and carry you out, you'll keep your seat until we decide how long to lock you up for, knucklehead.
Agora vamos entrevistar o outro pra ver qual que é o acusado.
I think
Na
Ryan
sala
is our
2.
man. But procedure says we eliminate all of the suspects. Let's speak to Varley.
I want to make comedy.
Nossa, escuro, né?
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though. I'm flat out on new installations.
Mentira.
Why are you lying to me, Varley? If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with wrecks like the Sawyer house?
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
Porque foi adulterado.
Your name is on the inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there. Suburban, yeah, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweetener. I think he played him, though. Because he still wouldn't sell.
Word is, you're in the pocket of some property developer?
Never. I got principles.
How did Suburban put the squeeze on you? Did they find out about your record?
There's no way you can link me to Suburban. You're wasting your time.
Clement says you offered to cut him in on the kickbacks they were offering. I'll testify in court.
Suburban, they got real-time pressure on getting some of the big developments finished. There's some big date that they can't afford to miss. So yeah, I took their money. But so did a lot of guys, all right? Carpenters, electricians, plumbers. It's no big conspiracy.
Gente, essa última pergunta tem que eliminar ele totalmente.
What would reversing the diaphragm of an InstaHeat Model 70 do?
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
Vamos olhar a intuição. Mentira.
I don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire? Huh?
O mata-mosquito que tava dentro do armário dele, não? É.
Arsonists use cigarettes and mosquito coils as time delay fuses. We found an open box of mosquito coils in your locker.
Whoa, hang on! Those things, they belong to Ryan, all right? He asked me to hold them because his locker's full of stupid pamphlets. I thought he used them for camping.
E agora,
We're
gente?
done for now.
So what happens?
You're either going back to Detroit to face a murder rap, or you're staying here to answer for these arsons.
The thing was, he was a real nice guy. I felt lousy collaring him.
E agora,
The thing
gente?
was, he was a real nice guy. I felt lousy collaring him.
Matthew Ryan, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
You're putting an innocent man away here. You hear me? I didn't set any fires.
Será
I
que
didn't
ele é
kill that
inocente?
family.
Phelps, what you did to your wife and kids was un-American.
My wife threw me out.
Did I ask for your opinion? You're here to listen to mine. What I was going to say, before I was interrupted, was you did a good job on the Stephen Sawyer case. We don't often get results in arson. Well done.
What about me? Do I get a little stamp on my hand or a lollipop or something?
What you get is another case. Bad one, unfortunately.
Terminamos mais um caso de danos na cidade. Matthew Ryan enfrentará o júri com 4 acusações de homicídio. Gente, eu vou finalizar por aqui. Eu agradeço muito se você assistiu até aqui. Não deixe de curtir, de comentar, de deixar o like, de seguir, se inscrever aqui, para não perder de fato o final desse jogo. Eu tenho que confirmar, porque esse jogo eu tenho ele com as DLCs, então demora horrores, aquelas, né? Mas é um jogo que eu gosto muito, tenho muita afeição por esse jogo. Mas enfim, então vamos terminar esse jogo. Eu acredito que no próximo vídeo aí a gente termine. Então, não deixe de ficar por dentro das coisas, de curtir, deixar a opinião. E aí a gente se vê na próxima.